Hello, I am Andreas, and today I will be showing you how to set up your Neat bar with your Neat pad on this episode of Neat Presents. And so to begin with, you're going to need your Neat pad, which I'm holding, and you're going to need it plugged into power. But you might notice there is no power input here or power cable. It is just this Ethernet cable. And that is because this Ethernet cable is actually using something called Power over Ethernet. And so what you're going to need is either a switch or directly into a wall outlet that supports Power over Ethernet. Or if you don't have that, the Neat pad comes with this handy thing, a power brick that also lets you plug in the Ethernet cable for direct power. And you could also plug in another Ethernet cable with actual internet access. And so you will give Ethernet and power to the pad. Or if you don't want that, you could of course just use this for power and connect this over Wi-Fi instead. We support both. So once you have it powered on, you're met with this interface that says welcome. Here you can select your language, whichever you prefer. For this demo, we are going to use English. We're going to click continue, and here you see it's already marked with my device today, which is, if you look up here, the Bar Pro. But you can also, of course, choose your bar or choose to set it up as a scheduling display or just add a second controller to the device. But for this purpose, we're going to use the Bar Pro. We're going to click continue. And here we are met with our mounting guides. Now this takes you through, I can quickly show you one of them, where you set it up however you want. So you see here, I click the screen and I chose the above the screen as my mounting guide and my step. And if you look here, that is exactly what we have done. So we're not going to go through it in detail, but what it does, if I click Start Guides on my pad, it takes you through step by step all the things you need, gives you animations for how to set up your device. Now we're going to skip this because, as you saw, it is already set up. And here we are met with this interface. Now this will tell you two things. It'll tell you if you have an active Ethernet connection already, which will say here NeatPad is connected to internet, which it will not say if you don't have Ethernet access. But don't worry, there is a connect to Wi-Fi down here that you can pick if you want to set it up with Wi-Fi connection. Today we're going to use Ethernet, so I'm just going to click continue. Here we are met with our time and time zone. I'm going to turn on the 24-hour time. You can of course pick whatever you prefer. I'm going to change time zone and scroll down to Oslo, where we currently are. Click save and click continue. Now here is the important part. This is where you select your bar or Bar Pro to pair with. And you will see here there's a bunch of devices here. Which one do we pair with? How do you know? Well, if you look on the screen right here where you just mounted your bar or Bar Pro, you will get this interface that says follow instructions on NeatPad followed by a serial number. That serial number listed here is the one you are currently looking for in this list. And as I just happened to see on the TV here, it is this one. So I'm going to click this, click continue, and you're going to hear it pling. That means everything works. You're ready to go. And so it looks like this. You get a green check mark on both your pad and your screen with the Bar Pro connected. You're going to click continue. You're going to click continue. And now this is very cool. Because this was the first setup and you went through the mounting guides, if we look on the screen now, you're met with what the bar sees, or the Bar Pro. And you can adjust the angle of your bar to fit how you want it to sit in your meeting room before we do anything else. And once you're happy with that angle, we're going to come back to the pad, click continue, and now we choose our platform. I'm going to click Zoom Room for this purpose, click continue, and now we are installing the Zoom Room. And if we look here, it's the same interface as on the TV, which is installing Zoom Room on both the Bar Pro and the pad. And once this is done, we're going to see something. So I'm going to hold it here so you can hopefully see it. You're going to see the Zoom app pairing with the controller through Zoom once they have both installed the app, and it's going to use a pairing code. Now, if you are connected to the internet, this happens automatically. You don't have to do anything. So you're all set, it says. You're going to click Launch Zoom Room, and here you're going to see in a second a pairing code that comes up on both screens. They automatically talk to each other, so you don't need, you see right here, and then it disappeared. It found it after 1 second. It can take a little bit longer, but it will If everything works as it should, it will find it within seconds. And that's it, you're good to go. Here you're met with your welcome to Zoom rooms. And from here, you can sign it in to your preferred room.